Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's me, Millie Money. I'm back. Yo, how everybody doing this fine afternoon? All right, man. I'm back for the second game of the night, Game 5, Western Conference Semifinals. Got the Warriors versus Timberwolves. You know, the Timberwolves leading the series 3-1. All right, man. Can the Warriors pull it out? Go to Game 6? Who knows? You know, tune in and enjoy, y'all. And let's check this out, y'all. Let's make this happen.
Welcome to the Western Conference Semifinals and a possible closeout Game 5. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Rebound, Minnesota.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Randall. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Podziemski. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Randall. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Yeah, it's strong, and it's athletic, and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randall, tough matchup.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thanks, David. That one falls.
Now, Draymond Green with only one thing on his mind when he gets that close, and that's collecting 2 points.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Edwards. Count it from 12.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green with a screen on McDaniel. Well, their pass to Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Needs so much glue in this guy as Draymond focuses on making all the winning plays that he possibly can.
Conley for 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Green. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Randall dishes to Gobert. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. They now take the lead.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Defensive foul. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. McDaniels.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 2. Pass to Green. Healed against Conf. Now here's Butler. Guarded closer. Just 5 on the clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's how you execute a pick and roll. Jimmy Butler just toying with the defense and waiting for the opening.
First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Three-pointer, Randall. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
Here's Conley following the basket by Buddy Hield. Edwards kicks to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Green. That's a 2 from Randall. Another miss by Minnesota. The Warriors leading. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Podziemski finds Green. Hield from outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Conley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
2 shots.
that one falls for Mike Conley. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Green finds Podziemski. Down low. Here's Hield. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
Now here's McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Well, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Come on, get down for your Timberwolves regular game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 1. Butler, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Randall. Over Hield. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Buries it down low. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here is Conley after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Edwards inside. He's defended by Podziemski. Off with the layup. Pass to Hield. Butler deciding where to go with it. Hield with a screen on Edwards. Podziemski with it. Edwards there. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Conley kicks to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Bounce pass from Randall. And finished off by Gobert.
and the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And here is Hield. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Now here's Randall. To the inside. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Curry. And that one drops. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, right now, Steph is just toying with the defense, and it feels like he is the puppeteer in this basketball game.
Outside Edwards. Offensive rebound. Conley with a wide open look. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Randall to the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Now Podziemski. Back to Curry. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Now here's Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Then for the Warriors, Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. And it's Peyton in for Buddy Hield. Here's Podziemski. Kuminga kicks to Curry. The 3. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Randall against Kuminga. Pass to DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
DiVincenzo saying, "I got that too."
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Curry looking it over. It's Clark with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. DiVincenzo with it. Pass to Randall. Here he goes. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Fleshing out his offensive attack here. Randall comfortable from that range to knock one down.
Outside, Kuminga. Here's Peyton. Unable to get that one. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They lead by 7. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Clark. Misses off the left iron. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Podziemski. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Clark right side. Randall outside. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Looney. Such a wide open look. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Edwards. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Curry against DiVincenzo. Now Curry. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Kuminga. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Warriors trail by 9. In the corner, Moody with it. Back to Green. Outside Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Alexander Walker. Still without a basket. Knocked away and stolen by Payton. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Green with a screen for Payton. Outside, Green over Reed. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Miller inside. Kuminga on him. Releases. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Alexander Walker's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Minnesota.
Timeout.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Get down. Oh,
Minnesota making a switch. Einard's checked in. Pass to Moody. Curry against DiVincenzo. Back to Moody. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Warriors, Moody, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garza's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. DiVincenzo against Curry. Now here's Reed. He's guarded closely, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And here is Curry after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Edwards looking it over. The shot will not fall. Warriors trail by 10. Outside for Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 15.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Reed against Kuminga. There's a good screen. 5 on the clock. Edwards can't hit. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. And it's Green slamming it down.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Timberwolves leading by 5. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You can dance to
Some changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson Davis comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Kuminga.
Make some noise, fans.
Warriors on D, trailing by 2. Curry with the steal. It's Payton, high post. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now here's Gobert. 6 points for him. Oh, here's Edwards. Knocked loose. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Payton. Pocket 6. Outside for Randall. Buries the long-range jumper. Randall's got 10. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Back to Green. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gregson's reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Minnesota making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
Here's the drive. McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Hield. Back to Podziemski. Outside Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
A good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Out to the right wing. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Curry kicks to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Podziemski with it. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Randall down low. Headed by Green. Out to Conley. Takes the three. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Curry. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Gobert. McDaniels against Hield. It's stolen by Green. And Curry has it in the corner. Inside. Podziemski's shot is good.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Randall outside. No good with the triple. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Green kicks to Hield. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Randall finds Conley. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
And Julius trying to find ways where he can be more effective as a playmaker.
Golden State's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. And here is Curry. He's got 21. They kick out to Hield. Second shot opportunity. Randall with the block.
No, sir. Randall up there says,
There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's defended by Podziemski. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And that one drops for him. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Curry. Hield outside. Fires the 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
McDaniels passes to Randle. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
You wonder if the coaching staff is encouraging these kind of nights and aggressive play from Randle to take over.
Curry finds Jackson Davis. Now here's Green. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. "16 seconds left in the first half. Podziemski with it. Randall on him. Green. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
from deep three-point land. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Minnesota on top. They lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Hey folks, first half of Game 5 in the books. It's been a tight contest for the Golden State Warriors.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? Smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
Guys are making me hungry. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference Semifinals. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Let's find out the news on Jimmy Butler. Dave, what's the update?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. If he has to miss a lot of time, it would be a really tough blow, since his team is right in the middle of this playoff run, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. Now Curry. Healed outside.
Well, Hield plays with such drive and intensity at all times that you just can't help but create a foul shot with that opportunity.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. That one misses. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Outside, Green. Healed outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint. Here's Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
That free throw good from Randall. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 6. Three-pointer. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Pass to McDaniels. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
One shot.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Healed outside. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Randall against Green to the wing right side. Randall outside. And Randall throws it down.
Heady play there from Randall. He knows that contact is coming, so he gets himself into position, draw the foul, and still score.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And here's Randall after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Conley kicks to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Edwards can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Edwards following the miss by Draymond Green. Here's McDaniels. Conley scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Randall is doubled. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
The Warriors have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Green, 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Both free throws good from Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Randall outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Timberwolves passing it around. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Randall, aggressive, is going to help out this offense immensely.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, look who's coming off the court. Come on, get back for your Timberwolves dancer.
Pass to Pajemski. Curry on the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here is Edwards. He's got 12. Pass to Conley. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Green in the high post. Edwards there. Good on the bucket. And it's 29 points for Stephen Curry.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Here's the screen. It's tipped. Outside for Randall. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Green. Curry on the wing. Green with a screen on Cup. Healed from outside. Outside for Curry. His three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Jackson Davis. Defended by Gobert. Here's Curry. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Six on the shot clock. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Randall left side. Can't hit from 12. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 6-point game. Green with a screen on Cup. Outside, Green. Pocket 6. Down low. Here's Jackson Davis.
Now they're taking advantage now in the pick and roll as Green delivers not just the pass, but the great timing of the pass.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Curry against Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Back to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Jackson Davis. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Conley finds Gobert. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Peyton, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Left side, Edwards. Deflects the pass. Outside, Peyton. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans the shot from the wing. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 4. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. Brandon does a great job of that.
The Timberwolves have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Out to Conley. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Podziemski finds Curry. Outside, Peyton. There's a screen to the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Minnesota leading by 4. Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. And he converts the layup.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Curry against Conley. Green, the screen. Pass to Podziemski. Green, the pass to Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace, and that's a nice field play.
Randall from outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randall's got 11 points here in just the second half. Conley against Curry. Outside, Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Curry does a great job of selling that up fake, and he forces the D to react, and they make the mistake.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Green. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 5. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Podziemski. Randall is doubled. Back to Clark. Shoots. Randall no good. Warriors trail by 5. On the wing, Payton. 1:39 left to play in the third. Curry against DiVincenzo. Kuminga. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead early. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Randall's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Warriors shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Podziemski, defended by Alexander Walker. Up top, Curry. 33 points for him. Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Clark outside. Here's Alexander Walker. No good with the fallback jumper.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Off target from the baseline.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. Back to the action in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Ingles. DiVincenzo with a screen for Ingles. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Moody with it. Pass to Curry. Shoots it up. And he nails that one right through the net.
Well, the D has to pressure Curry at all times. You can't let him shake free for a jumper.
Ingles with the ball. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. DiVincenzo against Curry. Payton outside. Back to Curry. The off-balance finish, Curry.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Reed with a screen on Curry. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Warriors trail by 6. Moody the pass to Curry. Rebound Minnesota. Left side Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Pass to Looney. Payton looking around. Now Curry. Defended by DiVincenzo. Curry. That's good.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And here is Ingles. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. The baseline J. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Over Ingles. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 7. It's deflected. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Over Moody. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors trail by 7. And here is Curry. The tray. Conley grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Conley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
What's up?
And Edwards, no good on that one.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Payton passes to Looney. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. And right through it goes. Curry's got 42 in the game.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Now Conley. Inside. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Conley's got a great set of skills as a passer. He might not always make the flashy pass, but he will make the smart.
Now, here's Moody. Pass to Curry. Launches it from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards got his 6th rebound on the night. A 15-footer. The Warriors pull it in.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Moody. Here's Looney. Pass to Curry for 3. Good! Another from 3.
And he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Clark against Kuminga. To the inside. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Kuminga following the 3 by Minnesota. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Right side, Conley. Clark outside. Reed with a screen on Kuminga. And Looney sends it back.
Looney's starting to play a little bit angry right now. That's helping this defense be more aggressive.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Hield comes in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Moody. Here's Podziemski. Here's Kuminga. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
An even 3-on-3 break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, I know you want to focus on the shooting with Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Podziemski. Hield kicks to Kuminga. Podziemski with it. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. They get it back. Three-pointer, Hield. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Outside, Edwards. Back to Gobert. Out to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Randall. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson-Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Podziemski's shot is good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's McDaniels, covered by Hield. Kuminga against Randall. To the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Curry against Conf. They set the screen. Fires from way outside. Connects again from distance.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
All the fans, get on your feet and make some noise for Keystone Time.
Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Curry passes to Green. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Shooting for Golden State, Podziemski taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Podziemski. Podziemski hits them both. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead early. Has to Gobert. Oh, the lob to go. Another possession. Another assist.
And this is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in a game. It has been a masterful performance. Back to Curry. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here is Conley. Right wing. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Randall no good. Warriors trail by 3. And Curry has it in the corner. And again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples. And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Bounce pass from Randall. Inside. Got a piece of it. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
Outside Edwards. Shoots it. they grab their own miss.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Conley against Curry. It's good.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Money! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. Curry outside. No good from three-point territory. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. They could win it. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. Conley with it. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now Randall. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Curry against Conf. Green with a screen on Conf. Curry way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Timberwolves shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Out to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley to take the lead. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Three shots.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Healed outside. We play just over a minute here in OT. Here's Curry. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Andrew.
Heal with a screen on Conf. Here's Curry. Healed outside. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves leading by 5. And here's Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Green deciding where to go with it. There's the screen. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And the free throw shooting has been excellent tonight. And how often do we get to say that?
For 3, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Curry. Again, what an avalanche!
You see how easily he's getting buckets. To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
No doubt. And get this, he's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever.
And that 57 ties him with Donovan Mitchell's bubble game back in 2020.
Green in the post. Randall on him. Curry can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 6. McDaniels passes to Conley. Randall kicks to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That's good from Randall on the assist from Edwards. Randall's got 28.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to...
And again!
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
An incredible game, no doubt. Nothing can slow him down.
And now only Elgin Baylor and Michael Jordan ahead of him. How much further can he go? And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line,
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Warriors have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start from the field in overtime. Just 2 of 6 so far. And good! There's another.
He has taken over this game.
And now GA tied for the 2nd most points in a playoff game all time.
And he's now matched the Hall of Famer Elgin Baylor with Michael Jordan's all-time record only 2 points away. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Randall finds Conley. Gobert with it. Randall with the ball. He's defended by Pajemski. Randall is doubled. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And so the Minnesota Timberwolves win the series, and they will move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our 2nd-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
Well, yeah, that's the game. Seems like the Timberwolves pull off and go to the next round. So, hey, simulation, see what it is. Maybe the Warriors can pull it off, but who knows? You got to tune in tonight, actually watch the game. But appreciate y'all for stopping by, supporting. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't. Would appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna keep continuing these playoffs. But at this night, I'm ending this one. Have a great night, y'all. Deuces.